Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And now Anderson is slow to get up, staying down after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Back to throw again. complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Saints are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 31. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. as a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Yeah, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
It's Santa Pena.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Quez Watkins, 71 yards. And the Ravens have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Edwards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 6. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a Pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Now into a sea of defenders had intercepted.
Picked off at the 40, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. This one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. His kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Watkins.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
This year, just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.